Happy Holy Week, dear friends. It's wonderful to be with you again. This day during Holy Week is called Maundy Thursday, and it's when we remember the Last Supper, the last meal Jesus shared with his disciples. We also learn about the incredible act of service Jesus commits right before their last meal together, washing their feet. As I'm reading today, I want you to see what this story reminds you of. What does this look like when we are able to gather at church together during more normal times? At some point today, I also encourage you as families to get together and wash one another's feet. It is a powerful experience, and whether you do it in the bathtub, in the pool, at the ocean, or with a garden hose, it is a wonderful act of service to be able to share with one another. Let's get into this story. Jesus knew that the time had come for him to leave this world. He wanted to share his last Passover meal together with his 12 closest friends, the disciples. Jesus loved his friends and wanted to show them his love in a very caring way. As the friends got ready for the meal, Jesus put water in a large bowl and knelt down on the floor. He wanted to wash the feet of each disciple. When it was Peter's turn, Peter said to Jesus, "You will never wash my feet." Jesus replied, "Peter, you don't understand what I am doing now, but you will later." Peter loved Jesus so much that he said, "Then don't just wash my feet, but my head and my hands also." Peter wanted to be as close to Jesus as possible. As they were eating, Jesus sadly told his disciples, "Soon one of you will betray me. One of you will tell people who don't like me where I am so they can take me away." This upset the disciples, and each one said, "It's not me you're talking about, is it?" When Judas said this, Jesus gently replied, "Yes, Judas, you will betray me." Then Jesus picked up a loaf of bread. He blessed it and gave some of it to each of his friends, saying, "Take this bread and eat it. This is my body." Then Jesus picked up a cup of wine. He gave thanks and said, "Drink this. It is my blood, which I must give up, so the sins of people may be forgiven." When the meal was over, Jesus and his friends went to a place called the Mount of Olives. Jesus said sadly, "Soon you will all leave me." Peter felt bad. "Even if all the other disciples leave you, I won't," he said. Jesus looked at his dear friend and said quietly, "Before the sun rises, you will pretend you don't know me 3 times. Peter said, "Jesus, I love you too much to ever do that to you." And all of the other disciples said the same thing. It's wonderful to be with you again, and I hope that this story can spark some discussion and some lovely acts of service amongst you. Blessings.